For our Supine Hip Series, we're going to start out laying down on our back with our feet resting up on the wall. If you don't want to use a wall, you can use the back of a couch or a chair. Whatever you end up using, I want you laying on your back with your hips as close to the wall as possible with your knees straight. We have to have those knees nice and straight. We're going to start out just breathing. So I want you to really focus on breathing in through your nose, down into your belly. You're trying to inhale deeply into your abdomen and then exhale nice and slowly. From there, we're going to just work at the ankle. We're going to plantar flex, dorsiflex the ankle. We're just working back and forth, getting a little bit of a stretch when we dorsiflex, nice little contraction of the gastroc when we plantar flex. After that, we're going to focus in on the hip a little bit, and we're going to keep the knee straight, but work on internally and externally rotating from just the hip. The ankle, we're then going to work on little circles with our toes in the clockwise, counterclockwise direction. And again, while we're doing this, we're making sure that we're keeping that knee nice and straight. After we've gone through this series, we're going to keep our knee straight and we're going to lift our leg up off of the wall. Only go as far as your range of motion will allow you while maintaining that extended knee. Doesn't necessarily work well if we get the hip way off the wall, but we have to sacrifice the knee and let the knee bend. After we've gone through that, then we can just mix and match anything that you have spent some time with before on this. Doesn't really matter what we do after we've kind of gone through each one of these just a little bit. What matters is that we get our feet up on the wall and we're in that position for 2 to 3 minutes at a time. If you need to get up off the wall, get up, walk around for a second, you can, but we do need to come back to this because now we're going to run through that whole series again, but we're going to do it with our leg off the wall. So we're going to flex our hip, keep that knee extended, and we're going to focus on just lifting that foot off of the wall to begin with. Like with everything we're doing, we're not holding our breath. If we find a spot that we don't like, we're going to really concentrate on exhaling through that. We're going to lift the leg off the wall, and we're going to go through the same series as before. We're going to begin with just plantar flexion, dorsiflexion of the ankle, keeping that knee straight. In between, we're going to come back to the wall. We're then going to lift the foot off the wall and internally and externally rotate from just the hip. Try to keep this motion isolated to just the hip. We're going to rest back on the wall as needed, and we're going to keep that knee nice and straight, and we're going to make little circles clockwise, counterclockwise with our hip. Easiest way to think about this is that we're drawing big circles with our heel on the ceiling above us, about 6 to 12 inch circles.